Fleming here with another episode of Coffee with MA Properties Online. We're here today with Robert Calhoun, who's a New York life agent, who's going to talk to us about the impact and the importance of having life insurance with regard to real estate and your investment in real estate. So thank you for being here with us today, Robert.
Thank you, Danny. I'm glad to be here.
Okay, so my first question. I'm a homeowner, so how does life insurance impact me? Why do I need to worry about that if I'm a homeowner?
Well, you always have to think of what would happen if you weren't there to pay for the home, right? You have children in school. You have a neighborhood you love living in. And if a spouse passes away, we need to replace that income because who would pay the mortgage? You have to answer that question. So what we do is we look at the amount of mortgage you have, okay, and it's a form of debt, and we assign a value, which is called a benefit, a face amount, which allows you to pay off that house in the event of your death as the primary breadwinner. So what it allows you is to replace the income that was lost, because we all are human capital. We are people, and we make money. But what do we do if we lose that income through an unfortunate death? So what we do here is we replace that income by using a life insurance benefit, which is paid tax-free and can cover your entire mortgage, which will allow your children and your surviving spouse to live in that house for the rest of their days and pay the expenses that they need to.
Okay, that's good. So if I haven't bought a home yet, but it's coming up in my future, should I be worrying about life insurance now?
What I tell people in that case is the best thing you can do is get approved for your life insurance. You can buy a term product, which is a very cheap form of life insurance. The younger you get the benefit, the more you can get. So you may want to insure early, anticipating the cost of the home and anticipating your expenses. So what you can do in this case is sit down with a life agent, New York life agent like myself, and we can work out a plan that would cover you in the event that you're going to buy the house, because you know you're going to buy that house in the future, near future. Yeah. So why not get approved now when you're very healthy, when you're very easy to get the life insurance, and you get the maximum value for the lowest cost?
Like the sounds of that. Thank you. So I've heard life insurance covers my mortgage. What does that mean? Do they pay out periodic payments to cover my mortgage, or how does that work when you're talking about a mortgage, covering a mortgage?
What we do is a financial needs analysis. We look at your mortgage payments, how much the mortgage is, how much equity you have in your house, and we also look at other expenses that would be needed to support the house. So what we do is looking at all those expenses, we arrive at a benefit, a life insurance benefit that would pay off the mortgage and help you pay the expenses for the house. So it's received in one lump sum on the event of your death, which is a triggering event, and it also is received tax-free, which is another huge advantage of life insurance. And this is why I tell people you've got to get insured, because it's very, very important.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. So does that mean if you've predicated my life insurance based on my current mortgage, what if I buy another home now, whether I'd be trading up or buying an investment property? Do I need to let you know when that happens?
Yes. What I do is I stay in contact with my clients. I try to do a yearly review with them and go through what their current situation is financially and what their financial needs are. If they buy an investment property, what I do recommend is another life insurance policy to cover the cost of that property in the event that there's passing away of someone and that contributes the income to preserving that property and keeping it. Because you want to keep that investment property too, because it's something that you're going to treasure for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And your spouse and children will, of course, want to be there. And it'll be the great memory that you leave behind to them.
Okay. Oh, excellent. Well, thank you, Robert. I really appreciate that. I had no idea, and I so appreciate you coming and talking to us about how this impacts real estate as well. So this is another episode of Coffee with MA Properties Online. We've been with Robert Calhoun, who's a New York life agent. You'll find his information following. And if you'd like to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Coffee with MA Properties Online, you'll see more of these sorts of episodes, and I hope we can help. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Danny. I really appreciate the time spending with you and the great questions you asked. And people out there, please contact me, and I'll help you out.
Hi there, it's Marcus Collins here. Thanks for watching this episode of Coffee with MA Properties Online on YouTube. If you want to stay up to date with future episodes, click subscribe just below me or click on this list to see lots of other great videos. Thanks for watching.